Hello, and welcome to VoveCast episode number 7, I think. Bear with me, though. So I see you guys. Welcome to another wonderful episode of the VoveCast. I know we've been a little behind on these, and it's time to bring them back. You know, life gets ahead of us, and sometimes we get caught up in the moment, but it's nice to finally be back on a podcast and ready to go. We have 2 guests today. I think you guys know who one of them is, but you may not know the other one. But our first guest is one of my good friends, a teammate of mine that has been around for quite some time. She is an absolutely incredible person, beautiful soul, an absolute upcoming TikTok sensation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jordy Locks to the VoveCast.
What an introduction. I feel so honored. You hyped me up so much right there.
Of course, I have to. And secondly, the second. Hold on, we got ladies and gentlemen, the second member of the podcast coming on today. Our very own version of Tim the Tap Man. But he's got to win on Fall Guys. That's the difference. That's the fine line. One of the newer members of Team Vove. Acro TV. Here, in the cut. Acro, how you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm good. I had to unmute. I forgot that's a thing. Jordy gets this, wonderful introduction about how great she is, and then I get oh, he's bald.
He's Tim the Tap Man.
You got a win on Fall Guys. I haven't gotten that.
I did get a win on Fall Guys. I'm pretty cracked.
You know who hasn't gotten a win on Fall Guys? Tim the Tap Man.
Who?
That's true.
It's true.
Is my camera blurry for you guys?
A little bit, but I think you're okay.
Everything's running weird. I don't know why. I'm
You'll be okay.
Troubleshooting as we speak.
No worries.
Yeah.
So, how you guys feeling? It's 2 p.m. 12 for you, Jord. I know we stayed up pretty late last night. I'm surprised I'm awake, to be honest, if I'm keeping it a buck. I was up fairly
very
late.
proud.
I was up fairly
Yeah, we
late.
were up late. That new Apex season, you know?
Yeah. But God damn it, I love doing VoveCast, man. I think this is like my 4th or 5th one. I'm not sure. But it's always fun to come on here and just chill and hang out and have a good time. But the reason I brought you guys on here today is you guys are kind of the Vove pioneers for TikTok in the content space. I remember when Jordy committed to TikTok a couple months ago, and I actually remember the conversation of, hey, I'm going to do this every day and see how it goes. And from there, it kind of just went crazy, Jordy. But do you think, did you picture the amount of success that you have so far in such a short amount of time?
No way. I remember, I literally remember telling you and a couple of other Vove members I was going to post 3 times a day for 30 days and see what happens. And I remember starting out with 800 followers. And by the end of the 30 days, I was at 10,000. So then obviously I'm not going to stop at that point. So then it really just took off. But it really was crazy to see how much it's transformed. Even in the content that I put out on TikTok. It was pretty wild.
100%. And Acro, you're kind of in the same boat. What you started TikTok a couple 2 months ago, right?
Well, February, March, April. I think is when I actually like started, and then I didn't start getting consistent until May, June, maybe.
So we were just kind of dancing around, and then
Yeah, I didn't jump fully in. I could just kind of
Dabbled with it.
yeah, I made like one or two that did okay at first, and then I made one that like kind of like popped off right around when like the Valorant drops were really big,
right.
and it only hit like 20. Like in retrospect, it didn't blow up, but it hit 20K, and for at the time, like just starting out on TikTok, I was like, oh, this is insane.
Oh,
So
for sure.
I just kept making videos at that point, and it was weird. Like all my videos in the early stages did really well, and it just continuously did well. And I was like, okay, well, if I can pull views this way, I'm gonna just keep doing it. And then it
When
became
you're
a habit.
when you're first starting out, at least for me, like I remember when my first video hit 20K, I was so excited and like compared to everyone else, that isn't a lot. But I remember like when even starting out, like it was so hard to even get 100 views sometimes.
That's
like,
how I feel.
yeah.
I mean,
And
it's just crazy how, because the TikTok algorithm is something like no other social media platform has even come close to seeing. I mean, the way the views work and the shares work and everything, it creates growth at an exponential rate, and I think that's why so many creators kind of say, "Oh shit, I need to take advantage of this and get after it." But yeah, it's kind of insane how I've noticed that when you put it's super weird how TikTok works, right? So if you put more effort into videos on TikTok, they usually, for me at least, and I know I've talked to other creators that don't have massive followings but were putting effort into their videos and stuff, it almost does worse than if you put less effort in. It's very
Yeah.
weird. It's a very like one of a kind algorithm that works.
See,
and
I
it's
was
always
usually.
Go ahead, Agro.
Oh yeah, like when I was starting, like I didn't put any effort into it. Like I just like I like memes. Like I'm a memer.
Right.
So like I was just trying to find ways to take whatever was popping up on my For You page and just making it gaming related off rip. And I didn't plan my stuff out. I didn't write down what I was gonna do. I just woke up. I scrolled through my For You page for like 30 minutes and then just started making videos. Like I took 5 minutes to think of a video and I'd put it on and it would do great. And then as I started progressing, I would start like thinking of videos and like planning them out, and they did worse.
Yeah.
So I just
And
stopped doing that.
it's always the videos I like I'm super proud of. I'm like, this one has got to do well. Like I think it was so good and it's gonna pop off. And it's always those ones that are like the worst in terms of like
See,
numbers.
I've had a
time.
few of those. I've had a few of those where I'll post and I'll be like, okay, this has to hit. I think it's absolutely hilarious, and then it'll do like 70 views or something super small. But I'm like, it just makes me interested in this algorithm because it's so strange the way it works. I mean, it's all it's dependent on a lot of things, and a lot of those things are not like concrete, if that makes sense, because it's an algorithm that changes too. So it's definitely one of a kind in terms of social media and networking and branching out and stuff like that. And I think that's why it really is huge. I mean, we've seen so many streamers and entertainers use the app to grow exponentially, and it's paid off for a lot of people.
For sure.
Oh, definitely.
But
Sorry, I'm trying to mess with Discord to see if I can get my quality to.
No, yeah, you're totally fine. But if we want to move away from TikTok, I'm sure we'll come back to it. We have the RC going on right now. We're about 1 week away from being done. I think this week and next week are the last weeks with us announcing on the 1st, I believe, right? It's the 1st or the 31st?
The 31st is the
supposed
last
to be
day.
the last day.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's awesome to see everybody. This is the first RC that TikTok has really been like an emphasis on. And I remember the first day that we put the video out and we were like, okay, let's emphasize TikTok in the videos, show what kind of growth it can do. And I remember going and looking at the hashtag VoveRC on TikTok, like the actual hashtag itself. It had it was some insane number. I think it was like 2 million or something on the first day. And I was like, what? Like, how does that even make any sort of sense? It was insane. I was super like hyped to see it, excited to see it. It was absolutely insane. And I love RC season because you get to see new talent, get to see what kind of creators are grinding in the space, and it's always exciting bringing new people on because essentially we're just adding to this crazy family that
Yeah,
we
for sure.
get
And you
be a
get to see
part
like
of.
who's really like grinding. Like I love seeing people that are like not only posting on TikTok, but there's so many people also going on YouTube and on Twitch with the VoveRC hashtag. And so it's like really cool to see. Like I think in today's day and age, it's really important to create content on like multiple platforms and not just focus on one.
100%.
So
And I think that's one of the big things that we emphasized was instead of, just being a Twitch streamer or just making YouTube videos, it was the idea of making this network of your own platforms to grow faster than you usually would. And I think that is absolutely massive for content creators in our day and age.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely insane. There's so
Well,
many.
just
Go ahead.
oh, sorry,
No,
I'm
go ahead.
stepping over you. No, just seeing like some of the people that started doing like I watch a lot of the TikTok, so like watching some of the people that started at the beginning of the RC, right at the beginning, seeing how much they've grown on an individual basis just from like the RC has like been beneficial for them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because they've
100%.
really like, grinded it and like seeing like people jump from like only having a couple hundred viewers or 100 followers to having a couple thousand followers just in the couple weeks that they've been doing the RC is nuts. To
Yeah.
see that it's actually been beneficial for them too. So
And I think the big thing about these grinders that are utilizing TikTok, you see huge view counts and huge follower increases on these members' pages and on the grinders' pages, and then the conversion is really what my mic is doing whatever it wants. The conversion is really where it comes into play and transferring those followers over to other platforms. For example, if you, what is it, 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers that you can stream live on TikTok?
it's 1,000.
1,000.
1,000. Okay. So after you get 1,000 followers, you can stream on TikTok. And I know one of our former members, good friend of mine, Lucci, uses that to stream while he's live streaming on Twitch, and the conversion is definitely there because he's seen great increases in his viewer counts, follower counts, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an amazing experience. RC season definitely.
Yeah, even being able to like when you hit 1,000, I think that's also when you can add a link in your profile.
Oh, okay.
Like
Huge.
when I added a link, I just put my Twitch profile, and like that. Even from that, like I think I'm pretty sure before I started using TikTok, I had 2,000 followers on Twitch, and now I'm around like the 15,000 mark, which is like insane. And that's all just from having that link there and then making TikToks related to streaming.
Right.
So it's like I just think that there's so many ways that people can grow, and like it's really awesome with the RC to see people taking advantage of it.
Definitely. I think it's super huge for Instagram because it has the Instagram logo right next to like the follower button or whatever. So I mean, you click that, you're instantly on their Instagram page. It's 100% conversion. Like you see so many. I've a lot of the TikTokers that I've followed and seen and a lot of their content. If you go over to their Instagram, they have a substantial amount of followers that have converted just from TikTok. Like it's absolutely huge for creators and influencers to utilize the platform. But let's see here. I'm reading chat looking for any interesting pieces.
I know. I see the chat wilding over there.
Yeah, I'm looking. If you guys have any questions in chat, drop them and we'll get to them towards the end. But how many can we talk about how many people we're picking up number wise?
I don't see why not. We run the channel right now, so we can talk about whatever we want to talk about.
This is true. This
Right?
is true.
Isn't that how this works?
I think so. So I think in the Monday meeting we talked about picking up 4 or 5. I know someone said 3, and then I was like, no, we got to pick up 4 or 5.
I think right now at least 4 would
Right.
be solid.
Yeah.
From what I've been seeing.
That's what I'm thinking too. But I'm so excited because I think the next week's meeting is going to be big because we're going to actually talk about like which ones and come together to see who like who we think should come and see how they do. But
I also think something we could talk about is like what people that are grinding for the RC, what they can expect like when they join.
Sure.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like
Yeah.
one of my favorite things, or one thing I've always loved since I've been in Vove was the fact that we do have weekly meetings, because I think that it's so easy to like kind of like venture off and like do your own thing and
100%.
no one communicates. But like when you have that meeting, it's like we come up with ideas and like just talk about like where we're all at within the team like every single week, and that's really, really important.
I mean, and I think there's even been times where like we ourselves have gotten caught up in life, and we'll make a plan and it'll fall through just because, I mean, we get so busy as individuals and we all have our own lives, but those Monday meetings are absolutely crucial because not only do we get to see where each other are to where we can work around it, but we can also bring in new strategies and things to make things easier for us as teammates and as creators. So
Yeah, it's kind of nice that like everyone has a voice too. Like everyone kind of like, if you see something that you disagree with or something that can be improved upon, like it gives you a chance to kind of like voice that and be like, yo, we could probably do this, or we could try this, and it's nice because you have so many people that do different types of creation or like different types of content or whatever, and it's like a meeting of the minds, and then you're like, okay, this is what we can do as a collective to try to like
right.
make things better.
The collective thing is huge because we have that's the reason why we have picked up the people that we have, and that's why we have everyone here, is because we have great creative abilities and passion for doing this stuff, and when our minds and our creativity comes together, it makes something that is what we stand for and what we are. I mean, that's what it's been with a lot of the merch drops, a lot of the charity stream ideas, the incentives, just everything in general. I think it's entirely a collective, and it's a great thing. It's a great thing for sure. That's why I'm excited to bring in the next set of teammates, because
for sure.
I'm excited to see what they have to offer and what we can bring to the table with them on our side.
Yeah, it's always nice. I remember like before, dude, when I found out Acro joined Vove, first of all, I was playing, I think it was Apex,
I
right?
remember this. Yeah.
Dude, I was playing Apex with him, and like I had followed Acro on TikTok. I remember seeing his wall and I thought it was super cool. And I remember seeing also that cowboy helmet, and I was like, let's go, boys. And that's how like we like met through TikTok, right? So I followed him, whatever. And then all of a sudden I checked our Team Vove chat and it says like Acro TV has been added. And I literally like on stream almost leaked it. I was like, Acro. And then like it's just so crazy. But you like, I don't know. I just always think it's so nice to see when people come in. Like some people just instantly vibe. And I think you were one of those people where like, I don't know. It's like always just a good time.
And it was super weird how that happened too, because like I remember meeting you through TikTok, and then we started playing together and stuff, and it was it was cool. And then Hirsch, I didn't know if you had spoken to Hirsch or what the deal was, but Hirsch actually like reached out to me and was like, hey, we're looking for people like that do TikTok content, blase blase, like we like your videos, whatever. And I figured you were in the know on that.
No clue.
It was actually me. Hirsch Dog reached out to me because I had no idea who you were. I knew that you were playing with Jordy, and I think we had been in a Discord once together. And Hirsch reached out to me, and I was like, I was looking at your stuff. I was like, yeah, I mean, why not? Let's do it. So,
dude, I had literally zero clue. That's why I was literally like, what the heck? Like, I just look at, I at that moment, I wanted to be like, you're in Vove? And then I like thought to myself, I was like,
dude,
oh gosh, like can't leak.
But bringing an Acro's kind of like the dad to some of us. And
I'm super old.
Thanks. I guess, yeah, you're old as fuck, but it's fine. The thing we had, Alki had left to go do his thing, and Alki was kind of like our father figure in a sense. So when Acro came in, it was super nice to have that figure back in a sense. But
oh, I see that.
Yeah. It's definitely nice now having Acro with us, and
Because I'm 26, which is like what 54 in gamer years.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I almost get the senior citizen discount at.
I'm right under you.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
like 52 in gamer years, so
Yeah. I'm super old, and I don't have hair, so
You know what I was super, super, super pissed about this year?
what's that?
The fact that we couldn't meet up
Yeah, but it's a big rip.
or go to
I was
TwitchCon.
actually gonna try to go to TwitchCon this year too.
I was for sure as well.
I know,
'Cause I
I know.
I
Like
usually go every other year or try to.
everyone on the team was like, "Yeah, let's go to TwitchCon. We're going to TwitchCon. We're going to TwitchCon." And then, what was it? They canceled it like a month and a half before, or no, it was 2 months, because they canceled it in like June, right?
Yeah.
It was.
They
Yeah,
made
it
the
was
call
pretty
in
early
June
on. Yeah, it's pretty early on in the COVID stuff that they announced it.
because they were like one of the last events to cancel. Because I know there was I think E3 got canceled or something. It was another huge event. It got canceled, and everyone was like, "Okay, TwitchCon's next," and I was like, "Nah, it's not happening. No way." And Hershog was like, "No, we're going to TwitchCon. We're going to TwitchCon." And I was like, "Okay." And
See, and that's one reason why I didn't, because when I started my new job, like that was one thing I wanted to make like clear, especially if I thought TwitchCon was going to happen. I just wanted to be like,
Right.
look, like I have prior plans if I could take that off or whatever. But I think I got hired in May, and in June, like things were not looking. It didn't look like it was going to happen, so that's why I didn't end up taking it off.
And
But
that's totally understandable. You had to make the smarter play, and
yeah,
it ended up working out for you. But it just it's very different now because of things are locked down and we can't. There's a lot of restrictions, etc. And last year it was, or even the beginning of this year. I mean, we met up and went to DreamHack, and it's definitely hard to keep the same energy, the same environment on the team without like that one meetup or those
the
two meetups.
human interaction,
Right,
for sure.
100%. And
Like Acro, I'm super excited for the day that you do come to like the Vove house when we're all together. It's insane.
It's
like
nuts.
I was super nervous when I was going to DreamHack because I had no idea how it was going to go.
Dude, it was
but
so dope.
it was like
Well, I'm definitely going to TwitchCon next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's set in stone. Like my fiance should be working for Delta by then, as long as this COVID stuff's done. So.
Oh, I feel you. You're trying to get that free flight.
flight. Oh, we'll be married,
Let's
and
go.
she's gonna be working there, so it's free flights anywhere I want to go.
I
It's
feel
gonna
you on that. My
gonna be
mom
lit.
works for Southwest, so I'm in the same boat.
It's gonna be so good. But yeah, I went in 2018. I went to TwitchCon, and I went with a bunch of like my other streamer friends, and like we had, I think 10 or 12 of us in a house. And it was just so fun. Like the whole weekend was a good time.
See,
so.
that's how DreamHack was, but TwitchCon it wasn't very many of us. It was like, I think it was me, Cam, Ty, Alki, Xenon, Matt, and Matt wasn't even on the team at the time. He wasn't even streaming or anything. TwitchCon literally lit a fire for him. But I think there's one more. I think it was 7. And then Derek ended up pulling up, but that house was super small, super quaint. Like we had
Not like the DreamHack house.
No.
I think you're forgetting Hirsch.
Yeah, Hirsch dog, whatever. Obviously.
Forgets the owner.
Yeah, he's whatever though. He's fine, I guess. Hirsch dog. But the thing about having a house with the team and like being able to have everybody under one roof is we could split like priority of content and then also having fun, vibing, partying, whatever. But it was a good balance of both, because I remember we did the ventures at the DreamHack house, and we also had a lot of fun ass nights that didn't involve content, but it was still having the vibes, having the energy, having the experiences that we did was absolutely unmatched, and I cannot wait to meet up again.
Do it again.
Dude, just imagine having like a separate device or someone's phone or something set up to where you can like have like a Team Vove IRL stream like at the
That's what we
events,
did.
Like, pass the phone. Like, all right, I'm done. It's your turn. Boop, pass the phone.
That'd be sick. But we did do a Vove stream at the house.
At DreamHack, they did it for the winter lunch.
Yep.
I remember IRL streaming at the bars at TwitchCon back in
Dude.
2018.
Oh shit.
Still my best streams ever. Some old dude came up and he's like, "Are you one of them streamers here in town?" I'm like,
Oh
"Yeah,
my
man, I'm
God.
streaming right now." He's like, "I gotta buy you a drink." Some old dude, like he was probably like 70. Like he was an old dude out at the bar, right? By
Oh,
himself,
nice.
vibing. He's like, "I'm gonna
What a
buy you a
guy.
drink." I'm like, "All right," and I chugged it on stream. Still one of my best moments ever streaming, and I can't get the clip because I deleted all my clips.
Aw,
funny
I
as
feel
hell.
you.
R.I.P.
I did. Yeah.
The homie Andy Vibe asks, what's content looking like the rest of 2020 for Team Vove?
Hopefully, still TikTok.
Of course.
Fingers crossed.
Amping up the TikTok.
I think
As long as it doesn't get banned.
I think we're trying to do more content. I think for a long time, we focused heavily on doing game montages,
right.
and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that we're really trying to like spice things up and make it more like fun content ideas amongst the team,
More
like
personable.
competitions. Yes.
Right. And
things like that.
I think that's what we should have been doing a while ago. We just couldn't find the right, ideas, source of execution, etc. But Cam is doing incredible things, thinking of great ideas. And we actually just recorded one that'll be up Friday. I'm excited for you guys to see it. But yeah, we've got a lot of good ideas in the works, and Cam is doing an absolutely incredible job of, conspiring those ideas, getting the right people involved in the videos, and it's overall going well. I think for the rest of the year, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. We're gonna turn up the jets and keep working hard and just doing what we do best: create content, VoveCast, bunch of fun stuff. We got a lot of cool things coming though that we can't quite reveal. Not so much content, but more stuff for you guys. But
I think Cam's doing a good job with the YouTube stuff. I think that's gonna be it's a lot of fun too. Like
no,
recording.
100%. When we get
yeah, this video we have coming out on Friday, I'm not gonna like give any specifics about it, but I think all three of us were a part of it, and I had a really
it was
fun
awesome.
time.
It was super awesome. And there's other ones that me and Cam have talked about, and I was like, dude, we should have done these ages ago because they are hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
For sure.
Hirsch wants us to talk about Advanced. For those of you that don't know, Advanced is a gaming supplement formula that is clinically proven to improve mental performance during gameplay. We have been partnered with them since TwitchCon of last year. They are absolutely incredible. Shout out Farcog. Shout out Peter. Shout out the rest of the Advanced team. They have an incredible crew working around the clock to create the greatest gaming product of all time. And it's awesome. It's the best in the world. They have two different lines right now. They have Focus and Energy. The Energy is absolutely insane. We've had Focus for a while now, and it's super dope, super awesome. It's the only clinically proven gaming formula to improve mental performance. But the Energy is used with natural green tea, and it tastes absolutely incredible. If you have not gotten yourself some, be sure to use code Vove at checkout for 10 or 15% off, I think.
And like it honestly works because for me, like especially since I work night shift, at like 3:00 in the morning, that's when like you really start to get tired and go downhill. But I'll have a cup of Advanced like literally at 2:00, and I am just like smooth sailing for the rest of the night. It's beautiful.
See, that's the thing. I drank Advanced last night when the Apex season dropped. And I think that's one of the reasons why I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have done that because now I'm going to have to. Like,
yeah, because you're going to be up, dude, for sure. That's how I got through a 24-hour stream,
I
too.
gotta do this pod. And, yeah,
I still got to try the Energy. I'm still on the Focus grind, though.
Dude,
I love Focus.
It's awesome.
It's so good. My favorite Energy, honestly, I love both of them, but the Dream Team Punch, there's something about it. Like, I really love that one.
That's how I am, too. So I had the Rainbow Sherb first, and it was incredible. I was like, oh, my God, this is a game changer compared to other things. And then I saw the Dream Team Punch. I was like, all right, I'll buy it, do a review on it, and I was blown away. I was insanely
that
impressed.
one was like a big, like I knew I was gonna like the Rainbow Sherbet, but the Dream Team, I was like, all right, let's see how this goes. And I was like, whoa, like this is crazy good.
Right. And
so
because Fruit Punch is either hit or miss for me, and I was like, okay, well, I'll give it a whirl. And yeah, it was insane. And I've seen a couple people that are mixing focus and energy together to make like interesting flavor combos. Like I saw this guy on Twitter the other day who did I think it was M-Tash, Mango Splash, Focus, and Dream Team.
Mm-hmm.
And it made like this tropical energy. It was interesting, and he was freaking out. It was super sick. But in regards to the fall collection, I don't know how much we can talk about it, but designs are done. They're already being sent to us. We won't be able to reveal them for a while, but they are done. They look incredible.
Super clean.
Yeah, I'm super excited to show you guys. But
Shaker.
I don't want to speak too much on
the
the
advanced
fall stuff.
shaker.
Oh yeah, the advanced shaker is coming.
Advanced Vove shaker.
Mm-hmm. It's been a long time coming though. I mean, we've been wanting to do something with them for a while. I mean, we've been partnered with them since September of last year. But to finally, it's always been a dream of mine to have something that we built be appreciated by another brand and then utilized into their brand. So for Advanced to do something for us like that, it's something that is absolutely incredible. In regards to release date, it's gonna be I think a couple more weeks, but I know we'll get them first. Smiley face, and then it'll be released to the public later on. But yeah, it's been a lot of okay, 2 weeks from now, nope, we got to go 4 weeks because of COVID, and 2 more weeks because of different things. So it's been a long time coming, and we're super excited for it, definitely.
Next up, Team Vove Blueberry Lemonade.
Imagine.
Calling it. It's going to happen.
Could happen.
Pretty gas. I don't know. I was thinking of flavors last night. I was kind of...
That is the clutchest flavor.
I was laying in bed, and I was like... I thought of one. I don't remember what it was. Oh, Vove's Ocean Water. I was like... I don't know. I was just like playing with ideas and like names and wordplay.
Exactly. That's what I thought. I was like, it's going to taste like salt. Sea salt.
No, it's not. It's going to taste like blue wonderfulness. That's it.
Himalayan sea salt.
No.
Delicious.
Himalayan pink sea salt.
Himalayan sea salt.
God damn it. All right. My ideas are shit. Moving on. Lock Squad
Lock
lemonade.
Squad lemonade.
That needs to happen too.
So gotta happen.
The ingredients, it's 4,000 milligrams of sodium. Awesome. Great. Can't wait.
Oh, yes. Jordy, congratulations on the solo partnership with Advanced.
Thank you.
Everyone in the chat, show her some love.
Yeah. That's really cool. I know Hirsch also has one. So there's like multiple codes that you could use on Advanced to, like when purchasing Advanced to support Vove and Vove members.
Right. It's awesome. We got Hirsch's code, Jordy's code, and of course the team code. So we've got a lot going on. But Advanced is awesome. I mean, they work incredibly hard to make sure that their formula not only tastes good, but is good for you. And they do an absolutely incredible job of doing so. I can't wait to see where they are in like a year from now or 2 years from now. I think it only goes up from here because just the way they're growing, the partners they have, the ideas they have, the execution style they have. I think it's awesome.
I think with Advanced, the biggest thing is like people just need to be open to trying it. Once you try it and you've had it, it is literally so good.
Absolutely.
But you just gotta take that leap and buy it.
100%.
Or get a sample pack. They have sample packs too.
Better than G Fuel? I think so. Absolutely.
What's the thing? The G Fuel just has like a big...
They just have a huge following.
They were in early and they just have everybody.
Right.
So like Advanced does good with like finding like creators that are like growing still. That have potential to be there, and they're going to grow together rather than just throwing money at the biggest...
Right.
The
100%.
biggest creator platform.
Hirsch also said, unless you have anything else to add about Advanced.
I think I'm good. I think I talked on everything. Use code Vove at checkout, or Jordy Lux, or Hirsch.
Hirsch said to ask Acro about early gaming experiences and when you started streaming.
Okay.
I don't know this, so I'm interested.
Dog, spell it.
Spell it. So let's see. early gaming experiences, I started out playing competitive Call of Duty back in Black Ops 1.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, I've been
Been
I'm
around the
old.
block.
I'm old, dude. This was like what 10 plus years ago. I've been
Yes.
gaming my entire life,
Yeah.
so. But yeah, so I started out playing competitive Call of Duty, and like I would like go to friends' houses and like we'd be playing like pub matches and stuff, and literally they'd be like, "Hey, I don't just skip my turn, like just keep playing. I'm just gonna watch," you know. So that kind of like sparked that like mentality is like I think I could do this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I played Call of Duty for a while, and then started working. I got away from playing competitive altogether, and I started just like playing around with like NBA 2K because like
Sure.
I can play sports games all day, like off stream, like that's all I do is
Right,
play sports.
100%.
But I don't stream them as much as I used to. But I just got to the point I was like, well, I'm gonna try it because like I was playing with a lot of other people that were also streamers that were like pretty decent sized streamers on 2K, which 2K has like a small.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very dedicated.
It's very
group.
close knit, I've noticed.
Yeah, but it's small, but it's if you pop off in that community, like you can blow up.
Right.
So I started streaming. I literally started streaming from like my Xbox app. Like I would sit on. I didn't have a desk or a chair.
Dude, I
or
did the same
anything.
thing.
I
would,
feel like a
sit
lot
on
of
the
us
edge
did
of
the
my bed.
same damn thing.
Yeah, I sat on the edge of my bed with my roommate's Kinect camera that I stole from him.
Holy.
Yes. The
And
Kinect.
use that as my camera. This is like 4 years. I've been streaming since 2016. So
Wow. Okay.
That's awesome.
I started out literally just sitting on the edge of my bed, and I then purchased, which I keep it here. I don't even have the charger for it anymore. It reminds me of where I came from. My HP gaming laptop, straight from Walmart.
Ugh!
Yeah, exactly. Use that with
Fat HP.
Yeah, dude. So I hooked up with the Elgato on that, and I had the nicest quality 2K stream.
Did you have?
2017.
Can I ask you a question? Because I was a very similar. I used a Mac though, like a 2011 Mac laptop when I first started streaming with an Elgato. Did you have like really bad audio video desync?
Yep.
No, my stuff.
I did because the Elgato was ass.
So bad.
Elgato was not good back then.
So bad.
My quality was solid. Like the whole thing was with 2K. There's not a lot of like audio stuff you have to listen to.
That's
like I would play
on
music.
COD,
So
I would shoot my gun, and 4 seconds later, you'd hear the bullets.
yeah,
on
see,
Apex.
Yeah. Fat.
Mine was all 2K. So like you didn't really even. I didn't even really use game sound all that often. I would just play music. Back before DMCA's were big. So I would just play music and play 2K.
Fucking
But like
DMCAs.
for that time, everyone that was playing that game streamed straight from the Xbox to the PlayStation. There was no high quality, like there was no one using like overlays. There was no one using like any type of graphics, nothing. It was just people streaming from the Xbox. So when you streamed as a 2K streamer with like a good setup, it was so easy to get noticed.
Right.
So like I was getting to the point where I hit Path to Partner way back when. Like I still have the thing like to where I can apply for partnership, even though right now I'm nowhere near it. I still have that like achievement unlocked.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
I
how they
didn't
used
know
to.
that.
That's how
That's
they used to
crazy.
do it. Is like once if you dropped averages, you wouldn't really lose your like application status. You would just like
I still
you
have.
knew
Like,
you'd
I
get
Wait, so
rejected.
did you apply?
now. I applied. I never got accepted. Basically, so all my friends, like I have friends still that like were in the 2K stuff. They all got partnered around that time, and I got so fed up with like how toxic the 2K community was that I just stopped, and I just started playing PUBG.
Yeah, and that can
And
be the
when
hard thing when you switch games.
I did it
Right.
for like my sanity because like I was playing 2K all day every day and just hated it.
Yeah.
But I did it because I felt like I needed to.
That's
and
the
I
worst.
quit,
It's the
and I went to
worst.
start playing PUBG, and I loved PUBG, and that game was for its time was amazing.
Oh yeah.
And my viewership plummeted
Yep.
because if you watch 2K all day, you're not gonna go watch someone play PUBG.
Right.
And it was like starting over all over again.
But you
So,
felt better.
yeah, I didn't care. I mean, just what
Yeah.
it is. I never got into streaming to like make a lot of money or get famous. I literally did it because I enjoy it. Like it's fun. I play video games anyway, so I was like, why not
Exactly.
Right. That's the big
Do it
thing is
live?
like everyone's playing. You might as well turn on a stream if you want to make videos. Make
Mhm.
videos. Like I feel like
Yeah,
people go.
exactly. And that's why I started focusing more variety too, because like I've noticed like when you do variety streaming, like people that watch you, they watch you.
They watch
Yes.
you for your personality. That's what it should come
they're
down
not-
to always.
They're not. They don't come back every day for a game. Like they come back because they want to watch you play that whatever game. So like I just stream whatever. Like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm gonna do this today.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even play my stuff out. I just play whatever I want to play and.
Dude, for sure. I feel the same way because I have been playing a lot of Apex recently.
Right.
But before that, I mean, like I could stream Apex, I could stream COD, I could stream freaking Toontown. And like if you have people that come back for you, like that's really important to help you and your growth. And you just really get to know the people. And it's like you build friendships through that.
100%. I think
Well,
community is super, super not only
Yeah.
amazing, but it's super important too. When people come to your streams to watch you and not, what you're playing or who you're playing with, I think that is a huge like defined line for where the direction you want your like content status to go. So
Yeah. The one game that really like made that difficult was, at least for me, was Fortnite. Like I remember, I mean, I was really enjoying it when I did start streaming it a while back. But as soon as I like wasn't enjoying it, like that was the one game I just noticed people go to watch the game and they're less likely to be there to watch you.
Right.
And that's what hurt my channel a lot over the past year or so. Was I was strictly only playing Fortnite for about 2 years.
That's how I was.
And all I played, and then when I stopped playing it, it was like, okay, a select few people like stuck with me, but outside of that, it's like starting over.
Right.
And that's why I started doing more variety stuff, because I've learned like over time, like I've committed myself to like certain games, and I've built a community based around the game and not around me. And every time I start playing something new, it's like starting from day one. Like, like
I feel like it's like that with a lot of things, like when I remember when Fortnite came out and that was all I was playing. Not only was Fortnite extremely hard to play towards the end, but it was extremely oversaturated. So the likeliness of you like grabbing an audience and holding on to that audience was super, super rare. And I mean, the only real engagement you could get with playing Fortnite was either if you were playing in tournaments, if you were playing in duos as an entertainer,
high level,
right? And it's just kind of hit or miss. So I think Fortnite really separated the line for pro players and entertainers in the content space. Like there are very, very, very few entertainers or content creators that made it through that Fortnite rut because it was so oversaturated. So many people were playing it, and it was, like I said, a defining line for a lot of creators.
Yeah, it was super good for its time. It was just
right,
so
100%.
It had such a big hold on the market share of Twitch.
Absolutely.
That like if you weren't one of the top level people, there was no growth to be had unless you were
not gonna grow.
Customs, which was super toxic because people just wanted
customs
to come in
suck.
and play games.
I got stupid good viewers in customs, but I hated playing them.
I hated it.
I was so excited to get like, a creator code and be able to have customs and like all that stuff. And literally, I think the first night I did it, like I was just fed up with it. And then people wanted to, it was super toxic. And then people are like, oh, like I killed you. And I'm like, well, you literally are watching the stream.
Yeah, people get super, super upset with me when they come into my stream because I have been very vocal about being anti viewer games.
100%.
Because a lot of people do them. Like I understand like sub Sundays and stuff people do.
Yeah, 100%.
And when you're a bigger creator, it's fine. Like if you want to do that, like when you're in like the weird stage that I was in, where I was averaging like 30 to 50 subs and they weren't always like active, it's like, okay, well I'm just playing with the same three or four people.
Right.
So it's like I was like, if you want to come watch me, come watch me. If you don't, like it's fine. Like everyone, like people feel so entitled sometimes to play with the streamer that they watch.
I think not only
that
against you, but I remember when I was hosting customs, it would be the same sweaty fucks that would come in and just try to look good for the stream or something.
Yeah.
And they,
like stupid like that, and like trying to gain clout or like
they just
eyes
want to be seen.
Right. And it was just like, okay. I mean, that's what kind of really turned me off to the whole idea of like viewer games and customs on Fortnite, just because it was too oversaturated with sweats and toxic
Fortnite
ass
ruined
people.
it for me.
No, definitely, 100%.
Because I used to do viewer games when I've like streamed Fortnite every single week, and with customs, like I did it a couple times. But as soon as I really got into customs, I was like, screw it. Like I'm not even doing viewer games at this point because they would only come back when you were either playing with viewers or doing customs. And then I just recently started doing like sub games, which it's different. Like I don't know. I feel like it's a different vibe when you're playing with your subscribers versus just with viewers.
Yeah, it's different when you're playing with like your community of people, but when
Yeah.
people only come in for the sole purpose of wanting to play with the streamer,
Right.
Yes.
like that's their whole goal is like I'm only watching you because it can benefit me.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Super
there's a lot of
frustrating.
people like that in this like industry, I guess you could say. Like there's a lot of
Mhm.
people that, are like trying to network with people that are bigger than them or trying to like you can easily weed out like who is faking it to try and
Mm-hmm.
make it and who
Yeah.
is genuinely caring about your success and
That's
your
yeah. I mean I have friends that are partnered that like and I made sure like there were some times where I wouldn't even play with them or I wouldn't like reach out to them. I'd wait for them to reach out to me
Right.
just so no one could accuse me of that.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think it is always upsetting to see creators and like wannabe creators do things like that, and you can see it all the time. I mean, it's with follow for follow, it's with
Hate that.
like
That's so stupid.
like Twitter group chats where you just retweet and like, and there's a lot of orgs that like do like clout chase shit and interaction feeding and impression farming, and it's just like it only gets you so far, and I don't know.
There's a lot of them that like I'm not gonna say names, obviously,
right.
but they go out and just accept anyone that says they're a streamer. They're like, that's what I like about and I told Hirsch this when I was talking, because I talked to Hirsch probably for like a week and a half before I even decided, because I was like, I'm gonna look into you guys, like I'm gonna watch everyone's streams, I'm gonna watch everyone's content, I'm gonna see what you guys do before I like put my name to it, you know?
Right, of course,
Because there's so many like orgs that go out and just pick up anyone that wants to be on their team. Like they have hundreds of streamers, and what they do is they get these like say they had their advanced sponsorship. Not that advanced is scummy like some of these teams are, but they we'll use advanced for example, and they had their team code, so they get
they get tons of sales, which makes them look
to promote their code while not benefiting the streamer at all. There's no benefit to them. It's literally just a numbers game for them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think going back to when we first started Vove, I remember talking to Hirsch and I was like, I don't want a lot of people. And it was kind of like it was a hot take because we had to make sure we wanted to do it right, because I'd been on a team with Jace in the past, and I actually won an RC with Jace as the owner, and it was a great team. Things just didn't line up. We had a lot of people that kind of just didn't want to be creators, didn't want to be streamers, etc. And with Vove, we looked at it from a different eye, and we were like, okay, let's pick up a few people and run with those people and grow with those people. Let them grow with us. Let them, chase their personal brand. Have Vove be their own brand too. And it was a huge thing for us to make sure that it was not necessarily exclusive, but focused on the creators and the content itself. And the content.
Exclusivity is not a bad thing.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And
especially
that was part of our conversations when he was picking me up. I was like, look, I don't want to join one of these teams that just like goes out and just offers up a spot to every single person that wants to be a part of the team.
And we didn't want it to be like that at all. We wanted it, the exclusivity thing was an idea, and it ended up working for us because we really take our time with the people we pick up. We look into everything.
Oh, for sure.
Every aspect.
I mean, Acro, you were the first person we picked up in a long time.
Yeah, we hadn't picked up anyone in 3 months. I mean, we had just went through the big downfall where we had, I think, 3 or 4 people leave, and we were like, okay, well, let's take our time. Let's see, what our options are.
Yeah.
and it was stressful, but we
Yeah.
got through it just like we knew we would, and it was all good, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
show that chain.
Yeah, no,
You
I
can see
agree.
it,
I
bro.
like how like I don't know. I feel like keeping it small too. Like you're able to have like a Vove house. Like we don't have to break up into like multiple different. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like
100%. Like when we go to
you're able
events
to
and
do.
stuff,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. And I think the size we have and the size we want to keep is it's ideal. I mean, we can for events at least, like the house thing is entirely possible. We always have options
Mhm.
to meet up and do different promos and stuff like that. And I think if you have 60, 70, 80 people, etc., it gets a little hectic and people don't want to reach out to
For
certain
sure.
people, and there's groups within the group, and it's like high school bullshit, and it's not something that anyone
Yeah,
wants
and I
to.
also feel like in the group chat, if you're trying to say anything relatively important, it's going to get missed because with 80 people, like it's just like
Right,
it's
100%.
not.
And there's even times that happens with us. I mean,
I know, yeah, for sure.
I can't even imagine having it be something like that. But yeah, I couldn't be on a big team, a big numbered team like that. But yeah, it's the small group we have. I think one of the big emphasis is that a word? Emphases with Jace and I was like having the close knit group and having the small number, like the amount of people.
Family-based
Yes,
atmosphere.
exactly. We had to build the right atmosphere in order for the team to do what we wanted to do, and we did that. So
I think
we
had Hirsch
continue
not
to do
say
that.
those words when he reached out to me about joining, I don't think I would have joined. It was literally those words that like stuck out to me.
That's what we
I'm
preached.
not even kidding.
That's what we it was the entire plan all along, was have
Yeah.
this close, tight knit, family based atmosphere, and it's done wonders. I don't think there's anything better than
Mhm.
that idea for a team.
Hirsch just says I'm the Hirsch.
Such an idiot, dude. Like,
Yeesh.
come on now. But how long have we been going for? We're going for about 55 minutes. What do y'all think?
54 minutes and 33 seconds.
Wowza. Anyone in the chat got any other questions?
Yeah, I'll leave the rest for you guys. I mean, if you guys have questions in the chat, let us know. We'll answer them, and we can go from there. This mic stand needs some fucking WD-40. I'm getting pissed. Nerd brand partnership? We'll leave that to Jordy. Use code JordyLux on all nerd brand products.
Honestly, they're really comfortable. I'm not lying.
Of course. Love everyone above. So proud to be a mod for a majority of them. We love you too, Colin. All love to you. Big shout out to Colin. I see a few grinders in the chat. Hello, Brooke. Hello, Cheesy. Who else we got? Doug Gang, what's going on? Thunders, what's up? What's up?
Deadline for the RC is the 31st.
Yes, it is the 31st of August. Full team Vove whiskey tasting stream. Oh fuck.
Oh, dude, hold up.
Bro.
Hold up, beer back.
I'll let the
BRB.
big guns take care of that one. Spellcheck, what's going on, man? Hi, how are you guys? I'm good. I'm good. Jordy, how are you doing?
Chillin'.
Of course.
Doesn't feel like a Tuesday.
Not at all.
Feels like a Saturday to me. I don't know
Me
why.
too, dude. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Usually I'm not this awake right now, but we're vibing. Down to send more whiskey to other Vove team members. Send it my way, brother.
My two newest additions to my family. Willet,
Nice
Oh.
act, dog.
delicious. Willet, expensive, but it's delicious. And Bib and Tucker,
What
delicious.
is
He's, like,
this?
he's a whiskey
oh,
connoisseur.
I'm a whiskey guy.
Whiskey
What?
Dad in the chat sent me and Jess basically like a care package with like literally like
Should I just put these in my background?
15 different types of whiskeys.
Holy fuck.
And we have to do it tasting.
Jesus.
It's
Okay,
gonna be
we got some good
nuts.
questions. Quality over quantity, consistency with grinding after the RC. Definitely. I think quality over quantity to an extent. I think if you're utilizing that quality to post, like let's say once on TikTok, once on YouTube, maybe do a stream a day. I don't know. It really kind of depends on. I think it comes down to how much pride you put and how much pride you take in your content. But like, you see a lot of creators who have grinded for the RC. I'm just gonna directly call y'all out. The guys who play Fortnite and just edit in creative and then throw hashtag VoveRC on it. I hate it. It makes me so mad. I don't look at that like content in any aspect. I'm glad you can crank, but that's just not what we're looking for. You know what I mean? But definitely quality over quantity for sure. I think, like I said, it comes down to the taking pride in your work.
I think the only app where the only app where I feel like it gets tricky is TikTok, but I'm not saying to put non-quality, but TikTok, a huge part of it is also quantity.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think with TikTok, you really got to set aside, like, even if it's like, let's say 30 minutes a day, I think in 30 minutes, if you have already taken the time to think of ideas, I think you could easily get 3 videos made in 30 minutes.
100%.
And like,
definitely,
and
TikTok
make them good quality.
TikTok is the only exception because
it's not even about numbers either. Like these the Fortnite kids that you're referring to, the ones that post like the Fortnite dance videos and stuff, where they just literally take their phone and like film their screen of their Fortnite character dancing. For some reason, it pulls views. Like there's
but
people
that's the thing about TikTok though, is just because you have crazy numbers doesn't mean necessarily mean you're like in or anything like that. It comes down to what we think in the quality of your content, how invested you seem in regards to your content and stuff like that. I think a lot of the thing about TikTok is there's a lot of numbers to be had, and I don't necessarily think
they're not 100% accurate.
Right.
Of like the quality of your content.
I think sometimes they're not deserved in a sense, just
well,
because of the way the algorithm works.
You can tell with like Jordy, like if TikTok shuts down tomorrow, Jordy, like her personality and her ability to like create,
she will be just
she'll do fine with or without TikTok. TikTok is amazing for growth, but you can see that in certain people, like the quality of the content that they put out on TikTok doesn't always accumulate like you can have lower numbers and still put out really good content and get seen.
For sure.
And 100%. You can tell, like, because like TikTok's not, look at Vine. Like Vine shut down.
Vine died.
A select few people were able to like transition into other content and succeed, while other ones just disappeared. And you can kind of see that in certain people, like who will still survive if this one platform shuts down.
Definitely.
And that's why it's nice to see people that are also doing YouTube and also doing Twitch, and you can kind of see the totality of everything.
That's why I look at TikTok from a conversion standpoint rather than like a actual platform standpoint, because I was around during that Vine era where you saw, like Nash Greer, Jason Nash, David Zane, all the Vlog Squad guys. Those guys, Vine died, and they utilized Vine as a platform to convert their following over to YouTube before it happened, so that they were okay and had a safety net if it were to happen. I'm sure they weren't planning for it, but they did it anyway. And those guys did incredibly successful, and they still are. And
and that's something I got to start working on.
Just because they utilize that conversion, definitely.
And I think there's a way that you can do it. Like, I think for me, at least, like, rather than like, I think there's some people that, you could just post a video and be like, hey, this is my Twitch. Come follow me. You know what I mean? Like, you could do that, or you could get more creative with it and do like tips for streamers, or make a video from your stream, like about something that happened on your stream. Like, make it more relatable. Like, you're still pointing out that you stream, but you're not directly saying like, come check me out.
Absolutely. I think
don't make 100 videos.
It comes down to being more personable and relatable to the person rather than the platform, or like what the objective of like trying to convert, for example.
Don't make 1,000 TikToks all saying, "Hey, I don't pull views. Come watch me."
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
What do you guys look for?
What do you guys look for?
Go ahead, Jordan.
Into a YouTuber besides consistency.
Quality of content, passion in your work. I think the process of, for me, the process of making a YouTube video is one of my favorite things. I look at YouTube like a vault, in a sense, an archive for memories. And when I make videos, I look at them as if I was going to look at them with my kids someday. Like, I think YouTube is an amazing platform to hold on to memories. And I think when you take pride in your content and have passion in your content, I think it weighs a lot when, you just sit down, make that extra edit, design that extra detail in the thumbnail.
Thumbnails are so important.
Yeah,
I judge a book by its cover like really hard. If it
sure.
has a great thumbnail, like that's like it's like the first thing that gets you to watch it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But for sure. Good question, Brooke.
Yeah,
I
I'm
also
thinking
think
about getting into YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube's a lot of fun.
for sure.
It is a lot of fun. You don't see as much numbers, but if you don't get discouraged by numbers,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's a great thing. I love YouTube.
I want to learn. I want to learn the YouTube game. I think.
I
That's
also
my
think
next-
depending on what type of video you're trying to put out there, like if you're making a vlog or
Sure.
something, like I don't know, or it's just different types, like more like in real life type of
Mhm.
videos. Like I like ones that are like emotion jerking, like not necessarily
for sure.
sad, but like you can feel like the energy as if you were there.
See,
like,
that's how a lot of the Vove event videos are,
Mhm.
and it is very, very real. It's very awesome, and that's
like our after dark video. You
right.
could sense
100%.
the vibes.
Do you see Instagram same as TikTok when it comes to content? No, I do not. I'm just speaking for myself on this, but like I said earlier, TikTok has one of the most interesting, most rare hit or miss algorithms that have ever been seen on a social media platform before.
Akro, do you use Instagram?
I have it. I don't focus on it heavily though.
Right.
I'll throw like clips on there every so often, but
I think there's a lot of different reach.
it's just it's a weird platform to use. I don't know.
TikTok. And I think Instagram is really good for the influencer market and for the brand market. And I definitely think TikTok is good for converting that audience to your Instagram, which then gives you the opportunity to, be an quote unquote influencer to brands, which then you can monetize yourself, do sponsored posts, do brand deals, etc.
Yeah.
I think there's a really good opportunity for that on Instagram. But yeah, great question. Great question. It's definitely a hard platform for like actual content though.
I use it more for photos
right.
and like things like that than posting clips. But I used to post a lot of clips, but I don't know. Now that I use TikTok, now I use that for like where I would post clips like that in YouTube, I guess. If I want to post clips, I'll post them there versus Instagram, just like throw a picture
I
up or
just started
something.
working on posting clips on TikTok because I've avoided it for so long, but now that I'm learning how to edit a little bit, I can actually edit clips and make them look like how they should for TikTok with the little, face cam and all that stuff. So like I'm starting to do that more now. But with Instagram, it's just like I am not a so Instagram is like for people that like can take selfies and
like
look
our
good.
photo like
Yeah, I'm not photogenic. I don't take a lot of pictures. I don't have that appeal to audiences. So gaming is pretty much all I got going for me.
Dude, you should post on Instagram. You should find a picture of Tim, take a picture just like his, and
Just
then do a side by side.
Just do side by sides every day. Just
Yes.
me and Tim every day.
Yes.
Like a picture a day for a month.
Yes.
See what happens.
That is
exactly.
funny.
Jeez.
Did I miss any questions? Do Say Games have a take on the RC? Do games have a take? No, game doesn't matter. It's more about personality, quality of content, like we said.
What do you look for when going into Grindr streams?
Interaction.
I think for me, yeah, I like to like see how long it takes someone to respond to a chat.
Yep.
Because like just for me, I think that's super important, is like being like very on top of your chat and being so welcoming within at least the first like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Give me a reason to stay is how I look at it.
I've been to a lot of streams where they just don't like. I'll go in.
It'll be like 2.5 minutes of like not reading chat, and I'm like, okay.
And then I just leave. I'm like, all right, well, I can't.
Is
stay
streaming
much
more
longer
important than TikTok and YouTube content? No, I think there has to be a healthy balance of both because you don't grow on stream as fast as you would using other social media platforms.
I think TikTok's the most important out of all three of those.
100%, absolutely.
You can't make it on Twitch anymore without having something else.
Jordy is both of these guys are living proof that TikTok is an extremely crucial platform for growth as a content creator, as an influencer, as an entertainer in general. But yeah, that's a really great question. I was a few years ago when I first started streaming, I wasn't posting on any sort of other social media platforms. I was just kind of streaming, having fun. And then when I switched to, Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, you definitely see growth. Maybe not as fast as TikTok, but TikTok wasn't around, 3 years ago when I was first starting and like putting my feet in the water. But now it is, and I think everybody that wants to create content full time and long term should be using TikTok in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's just posting clips, whether it's being personable, whether it's following trends. I think TikTok has a great opportunity for influencers in the space.
That's the thing with TikTok though. Like even clips aren't really enough anymore. Like
Right.
it's so oversat. Like gaming content as a whole,
It's very hard.
Where it's saturated, and you have to do something to like stick out. Like Twitch, you can't just stream on Twitch anymore.
Right.
You can't.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that you can.
It's just not.
If you started today and you only did Twitch streaming, there is a 99.9% chance that you're not going to make it.
Yep.
Just because it's so overly saturated now that if you don't have some type of outside source to bring people in, that you're not going to be able to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's becoming even more saturated because now I think with quarantine and everything that's happened this year, so many more people from TikTok are starting to stream on Twitch. And now it's like even harder if you're not using that platform.
And
TikTok
now
is very, very, very saturated. Like,
yeah.
But the thing is, there's a huge algorithm and a lot of opportunity for growth. That's the difference.
Yeah. So in the beginning, well, not the beginning. I haven't been in since the beginning, but when I started, there wasn't a lot, and that's why I started doing TikTok. Was because there wasn't a whole lot of gaming content yet. It was still relatively new. There was a few people doing it that had like the majority share of the gaming TikTok audience, but there wasn't a whole lot of people doing it. And that's why I started trying to make these like trendy game related videos or video game related videos, and it was working because there was a market for it, but there wasn't a lot of people doing it. And now that it's like known that that's a thing and you can pull a lot of views from it, there's so many more people that just have jumped into it.
Well, I think a lot of people saw the potential of growth it had and they did it to grow versus actually wanting to be personable and relatable. And I don't know. It's a very oversaturated field now, but I mean, at the very beginning, there was a few bigger names that weren't big at the time, but were doing what everyone else was doing, and it was just working for them differently.
Yeah, I even wish that I started even sooner. Like, I wish I didn't wait till March. But I mean, it is what it is.
You work with what you got.
Yeah, even still, like that shouldn't be, because of how saturated it is now, like it shouldn't stop you from wanting to start if you haven't already.
Absolutely not. When it comes to streaming, is streaming often good, or don't stream much and focus on content on other platforms? I think streaming less and creating more is what I like to say. Whether you can stream while recording or make TikToks before stream or after stream, I think you need to balance and be able to separate. I want to do three TikToks today, maybe do an hour stream, and maybe start recording a YouTube video.
Right.
But there
I think if you had the option between like, let's do an 8-hour stream or let's make TikToks,
100%.
get some editing done, and maybe stream for 2 to 4 hours, like that's the better option than just streaming for a long time.
Absolutely. I think there's a bigger return on growth and on like social medias overall if you stream less and create more. So doing that, 2-hour, 3-hour stream, but also posting, 3 or 4 TikToks. So in the other 4 hours that you would usually use to stream, go create on different platforms, because it's only if you look at it like a circle, right? And you are, let's say you're in this Twitch circle and you have other circles outside of it and you have TikTok, YouTube, social medias. you're only expanding that circle by putting less time in here and more time out here. You're just growing more, and you're growing in a different way versus just putting the hours in to Twitch.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's a fine line between trying to grow as a social media creator versus doing Twitch as a hobby or streaming. And if you want to stream 12 hours, stream 12 hours. And I think it separates who's doing it as a hobby versus who wants to do it long term. You think streaming on console with like a face cam or something is worth it? I think if you have no other option, then yes. But if you have the opportunity,
gotta start somewhere,
right? Of course. And if you have the opportunity to invest in a computer and invest in your content, I think that's one of the biggest things you can do is invest in yourself. But yeah, really good question, Rob, for sure. Is there a chance that Vove will pick a TikToker that's not a streamer? I don't know.
I think if you're doing TikTok, you should probably stream also, just because TikTok, like we said earlier, may not be around.
Right.
Or maybe someone that's doing
aspect.
TikTok and YouTube versus TikTok and streaming.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If you do, you should probably do at least 2 different forms of content creation, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah. What if you do TikTok and YouTube? That's fine. We will, like I said, we're gonna check out everybody, make sure we make the right call. And another big thing with the RCs is we see a lot of grinders that don't make it in and then just quit or like stop. And that alone is a sign to us that we should not have picked you up in the first place
and get really mad. Like I remember last time someone got very hostile towards us.
Just because we didn't pick them up.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. It's just like okay, we knew what was going on. That's why we didn't pick you up, type thing. Whereas we want to see more people, love the team, love the community around the team. Keep grinding content. Take pride in your content. Focus more on your solo brand if you don't get in. Keep working. Keep pushing that extra length to grow as a creator if you really do like creating. If you don't get picked up, is it still possible to join? Yeah, of course.
1000%. That's why I think that not getting picked up and then keeping that like good mentality is very important, because we still see it.
Because who knows? We could pick up 2 players from the RC and then surprise pick up 3 more. We don't know.
Yeah.
Or you guys don't know at least. Right. Jordan.
Yeah,
both of these guys didn't get picked up in an RC, so it's a fairly interesting ball game. But yeah, I think we've been going about an hour and 15 minutes now. What do you guys think?
I think we're all good.
It's been an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm ready to play some
I think
Apex.
that's factual.
I kind of want to play Apex. I'm not going to joke.
Yeah, me too.
I may try it.
I got the itch, the Apex itch.
All right, guys. Do you guys know how many people are getting 5 to 6? Thank you guys so much for watching the VoveCast. We really do appreciate you guys coming out, showing out, and showing the love to the team. Be sure to be on the lookout for the Vove RC final results on the 1st of September. And if you guys want to plug your socials really quick before we dip out, we will get out of here.
The Acro TV on everything. Acro TV on Twitch.
Jordy Locks on everything except for TikTok. I have an underscore at the end, but one day.
Fucking underscore.
We'll get it without the underscore, dude.
Is anyone streaming on
Vove?
Oh yeah. Who can we raid?
Can we raid someone?
Connor's streaming. Or do you guys want to surprise a grinder? I don't know.
What grinders are live?
Oh, we could just, dude, a grinder would be cool.
All right, let's see how powerful the Vove community really is. Okay.
Let's see. Chuflaka streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Big Chewy. Let me type in #VoveRC. Let's see what's.
There's Daisy the Guac playing some Apex.
Waves, Chuflaka. They're all watching streams. Is there anyone not?
There's Daisy and Chuflaka that I see for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Either one. I know Chuflaka's getting ready for Madden 21. I'm probably gonna play some with him too. I'm probably gonna get on that game.
He's just googling stuff right now. So let's throw it over to Daisy the Guac.
Yeah.
All right,
Deal.
guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're gonna be trying to get a VoveCast out per week. But be sure to look for it on the YouTube channel and stuff like that. It's gonna be out on Wednesday, I believe. But let's go raid the boy. Which one are we doing? Daisy the Guac.
Guac.
I almost spelled it wrong. Fuck. All right, guys.
Ooh.
I think we're good to go.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
28, 31, and
Boom.
we're out of here.